Hey guys, Augiesaint here and welcome to the channel. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day, and in this video I want to share with you guys my ultimate breeding base setup. This is what I have going. This whole base is fully dedicated to breeding. As you can see, we have 4 breeding pens and then we have 3 farms in the back. I'm going to show you guys how to set it up, the location, and just give you the basics to breeding, as I only recently really got into breeding myself. But I have actually managed to breed myself the ultimate Masanda Lux, as that is our favorite pal and the one we were trying to Giga Juice up. So I'm going to share with you guys all little tips and tricks on how to do it all, show you all, and obviously we're getting rated as usual. But this base is unraidable, so they'll just like get to a little point and they'll stay there forever. So yeah, thanks for messing up my intro, but you guys should totally drop a like and a sub to the channel because it helps me out so much. Also come follow me over at twitch.tv/Augiesaint. We are streaming pretty much every day or every other day, some Palworld stuff. Come on in, join the family, really appreciate you all. And without further ado, let's hop into this breeding video. So first things first, the location is at -474, -83. It's a nice little flat area. As you can see, that little wall there, that's all natural wall that like pretty much walls off the space. So you can never get raided, as you can see in the background. You can get raided, but they never get in. They literally walk to the spot and they stay there all the time. Oh, don't worry about that. That's just a little bit of a bug still. But let's show you. They literally come here and they get stuck. They can't do anything else. So you can never get raided. And you can also set up like a little death trap. Yeah, you can farm them if you want. I usually just take up my jet dragon and blow them all up and pick up all the materials. But since we're doing a video right now, they could just stand there and look stupid. So yeah, that is the location of this base. This is what it looks like. The main thing, obviously, you need to get yourselves farms down early. What I mean by farms is these little ranches. I'm going to show you guys over here. Because very important to breeding is to actually make cake. As you guys see, my Ragnarhawk over there is blown away, flapping his little wings. So making cake is very important to breeding because you can't breed without cake. You need cake to make them breed. For what reason? I have no idea. But maybe it's birthday cake. Who knows? So you want to have yourself at least 3 ranches. And then the pals you actually want in the ranch is you want to have a milk tank. Well, a mozzarella, whatever it's called, mozzarella. And then bee guard, because they actually give you honey. The mozzarinas give you milk, and then the little chickpeas give you eggs. But a little tip for them to actually produce you more eggs and stuff like that is if you actually condense your pals with the condenser, they will actually give you more loot from the ranches. And then if you condense them to the maximum level, as you can see, I went out and caught a lot of chickens. Let's see if I can find my big one. Maybe we can level them up a little bit. It's like big egg factory. I usually name them so that I can see. Oh wait, you won't see it yet because it's in my actual ranch. It's in the base. But yeah, you just condense them up, and then once you get to level 4, they'll actually give you a load more. But every single condensed level, they do actually give you a little bit more. So you can see there, my big milk tank. We've condensed him up twice, so he's giving quite a bit more as well. And he also has artisan, so that does also help as well with the work speed. And once you actually max him out, his ranching is going to go to level 2, so he'll give you even more milk. Same with the chickens. We have our big egg factory sitting at 3, and then our bee guards, apparently, okay, there's our bee guards. We've leveled up both of the bee guards to level 1, so they'll also get increase over there. Let me show you guys our stockpile so far of all the materials. So there is our eggs. We've got 1,400, we've got 915 of that, and then our honey, I believe, is in this box over there. So you do get way more materials. Just a little thing to keep in mind while you are doing this. To be efficient, there's all our honey. We have almost 3,000. I did have some of this honey from previous stuff, but yeah, I think like 1,000 and so, and then all of this I just put in there so that they only put honey in this box. So that is what you want to do initially. Set up those farms there, and then get yourself the milk and the eggs and the honey, and that is only some of the things you need. Then the next thing you need is to get yourself some wheat, because you need wheat to actually then make flour, and then you also need berries. So make sure you have a berry plantation and a wheat farm. And you need both of these for cake, and then obviously you need the farms. That's pretty much all you need for cake. And then you need something with high kindling. So get yourself whatever's the highest kindling you have access to. Although I wouldn't suggest breeding too early on. Well, actually breeding early on is good to get yourself a Anubis, but not like breeding for the ultimate pal. And as you can see, yeah, we still have a load of eggs because we actually got our ultimate Masanda. I have him in the pal box. I'll show you guys what I was trying to get on him. But then we actually just keep breeding them because then obviously we want to condense our ultimate Masanda as well. And then if you actually come over here, and I'll show you guys the perfect Masanda. I actually have him in the base right now, just producing us more Masandas. As you can see on this one, we have, can I inspect him? Okay, we can. We have ferocious attack, we have lucky for more attack, and we have legend for attack as well, movement speed, defense, and muscle head for even more attack. He has 292 attack at level 6. Obviously his base attack is 158, but once we get this guy leveled up, he's going to have insane damage because he has that rocket launcher as well. Masanda's like my favorite pal because she's the strongest in the world. Just believe it. But yeah, to get this actually took quite a bit. It didn't take that long to get these, but you need to slowly breed all these in. A legend you can only get obviously from the legendaries, but you can actually pass these down by having other combinations, because to make Masanda Lux you need Grisbolt and Masanda, and that actually gives you Masanda Lux. So we actually had to make like other stuff before. We had to breed stuff further up the line to actually get legend on this pal. So let me show you guys the website. I actually use Palworld Trainer. If you come over here to breeding, I'll have this link down below in the description for you guys. So you select pal, and obviously we want to get Masanda Lux. You can just type it in, Masanda Lux, and then this is what you can actually use to breed Masanda Lux, and then this is all the things that Masanda Lux can breed. Obviously this is the only thing we really care about. So you need Grisbolt and Masanda, or you could use Masanda Lux and Masanda Lux, but obviously we use Grisbolt and Masanda. So then we look at, okay, so now we can either go hunt Grisbolts until we find a lucky Grisbolt, so that's going to take like forever, or we can do Masandas as well. Go look for Masandas. As you can see, I'll show you guys my pal box. We did go hunt a lot of Masandas to like get like just a basic one with some good stuff on it, and then we start going from there. And then also the other ones, what was it? There's our Grisbolts. We have a ton of Grisbolts that we also started breeding. But then if you take this a little step further, we can actually try and breed us a Grisbolt. So let's change this to a Grisbolt. Then if you have a look at Grisbolt, what breeds Grisbolt? Masanda Rayhound. So we have obviously been breeding Masandas for the Masanda Lux. So we had a pretty decent Masanda, but then we needed a good Rayhound to maybe make a Grisbolt with Lucky. And we actually had a Lucky Rayhound from a previous catch. So there we had a template. So now we take those, the Lucky Rayhound, and then we took the best Masanda we had, and we try to breed that into like the best Grisbolt we could get with like Lucky. But then to get our legendary, we actually had to breed us a Masanda, because to get a legendary on a legendary perk passed along, you need to have parents with legendary. Obviously there you can breed Necromus, Arsox, Necromus Gillette, you can do Paldius, Jetragon, Petalia, Frostallion, Noct, Frostallion. We actually ended up doing Frostallion and Rayhound since we had that Lucky Rayhound. So then we could pass on Lucky and Legend over to our Masanda. So that's how you got to do it. It's like quite a little bit of a process. You have to go all the way back up until you have all the perks you want. The best damage perks for me, like this one over here, would be Lucky, Legend, Musclehead, Ferocious. So you really have to go through and find which perks exactly you want. But like Lucky and Legend are very important. I say Legend is actually more important. Lucky is pretty good, but I would actually rather take Lord of Lightning for my specific, since this is a lightning pet. But the main reason we were using this pet is for the rocket launcher, so that's why we were just buffing like pure attack. But as you can see, Lord of Lightning there, he actually has 20% increase to lightning attack damage. So then you could just breed yourself an Ozark into this with Legend, and then you can get Lord of Lightning. So just have to kind of work it down the tree. As you can see that we have bred so many with all kinds of stuff. We've got Lord of the Underworld because we were actually breeding Paldius over there. Wherever he is, Paldius and Palladius and Necromus, and then you can see we have a ton of different ones all just passing along the traits. And the only thing you need to keep in mind is you need obviously a male and a female. So that's pretty much it. The long and the short is breeding is a long process. Set yourself up a nice base like this. You just need flat area pretty much. Like this is flat and it's unraidable. And you set up all the breeding ranches, as many as you can, and you need at least 3 ranches, I would say, to try and assign. You can put 3 pals per ranch. So you want to try and get 3 chickens, 3 cows, and then 3 bee guards. But then obviously if you do condense them, like I said at the beginning of the video, that will make them actually produce a lot more. So once you have a 4-star fully upgraded pal, I believe you could get away with actually just using 1 cow, because you pretty much produce the same amount as like 2 or 3 baby cows. So keep that in mind. But early on, just get yourself multiple cows, multiple chickens, bees, put them in there producing stuff. And you do need to get yourself a good pal like Lylene to actually manage your farm. I have Lylene because she can manage the planting and the harvesting all in one, and we've got her on there. But just use whatever you have available. And then for your cooking, you want to get yourself a pal with at least kindling level 3, because the cooking does take a long time. The best pal actually for this is Jormuntide Inktus, because he has level 4, and if you actually condense him all the way up, you can get him to level 5. So just keep that in mind. That's going to take you the longest, is to actually stockpile cakes. Cakes you can actually start stockpiling before you set up like the right pals and things. So first step, set up a farm to actually get all of the ingredients to then go ahead and breed. And then you just breed like crazy, pass down the traits. and hopefully you'll get there sooner or later. Make use of that website I linked for you guys, palworldtrainer.com. Very useful website. They have the breeding stuff there, so you can go and check through. Just go ahead and search through all the different combinations. You can go down the list and see maybe you have like a lucky version of some of these, or you want to pass lucky down, or like the legend versions. Just have a look and find out what's the best combo for what you want to make. But breeding is very in-depth, and I will be making another guide pretty soon about like the depth of breeding and just better ways to optimize everything. This is my first little touch on breeding, so hopefully it's not too much and not too little for you guys. If you have any tips for like beginners on breeding, leave them down below in the comments. I'd really appreciate all the help you guys have for me. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you liked the video, please drop a like and a sub to the channel. Helps me out so much, and I'll catch you beautiful people in the next one. Augiesaint.
Run free and dive into the sky. Hear the wind crying.